Ali's one of the greatest of all time.
Sucker, you ain't nothing. You too ugly to represent us colored folks. Sucker, look at you. You out, sucker. Ali, Boombaye, Ali, Boombaye, Ali, Boombaye, Ali.
The greatest heavyweight in terms of movement and tall and switching stances and popping you with the jab, and you couldn't touch him, and he's standing right in front of you with his hands down.
Yes.
There's still to this day no heavyweight that moves like him, man.
No.
So light on his feet for a guy who's 220 pounds, side to side, all that head movement. You can't even touch him. When I was a child, my parents were hippies, and they never cared about sports at all, except when Muhammad Ali lost to Leon Spinks and then had the rematch. We all watched.
Yeah.
I remember this being a child, thinking how strange it was that my parents were so invested in Muhammad Ali. But what they were invested in is this man that risked his entire career and livelihood. They took his livelihood for 3 years for protesting the Vietnam War and refusing to go fight.
As you know, the heavyweight champion of the world has just made his decision. He has rejected induction into the United States military forces.
And I will say here boldly now on television, no, I will not go 10,000 miles from here to help murder and kill another poor people. And we who follow the most honorable Elijah Muhammad take no parts in wars. As the Holy Quran teaches us, we take parts in no wars on the side of infidels or Christians or non-believers in Islam. No wars unless it's declared by Almighty God, Allah Himself, or His messengers. So this is a test that all Muslims go through. As the Holy Quran teaches us, who is he to say that he believes and not be tried? We all must be tested and tried by Allah to see if we're sincere in faith, even if it means face machine gun fire, so I'm ready to die.
Many civil rights leaders were not anxious to comment on Muhammad Ali's action. However, Dr. Martin Luther King promptly defended the heavyweight champion.
Do you think that Cassius Clay is morally justified in opposing the draft as far as he says he will take it?
Oh, I certainly do. I think that he's doing what he is doing on the basis of conscience. I've talked with him about it, and I think he's absolutely sincere.
And it was a big thing because he was a cultural hero.
That's right.
It wasn't just that he was the best boxer ever. He was also this guy that said, I'm not doing this. The Vietnamese people didn't do anything to me. I'm not participating in this. I'm not going to go kill anybody. I'm not doing this. And we were all like, yes. And then they took his livelihood away and he became a martyr. He became a hero and, spoke out against the war. And then it was 3 solid years in his prime before he came back.
He said, you could come and mow me down with a machine gun. I'm not going to go. This guy is, in the late 60s, the most hated man in America for that stance that you were describing about the drug. And he dies the most beloved person on the planet.
He wasn't just a boxer. During the Vietnam War, he was also a symbol of the resistance to this unjust war that we didn't want to be a part of. He was a guy who lost 3 years of his career because he wouldn't fight in the war. And so they stripped him of his title in his prime. He was the first professional athlete of the highest regard who stood up and said, the Vietnam War is wrong. I'm not going to go fight some Viet Cong. No Viet Cong ever did anything to me.
Didn't call me any names.
I'm not going over there.
That's
I'm not doing it. And they took away his livelihood, and they did it for 3 years. And when he came back, he was a hero, a cultural hero. He was an important figure for the beautiful qualities of human being. That this guy had character and stood up for something that was more important than sport and told the world. He used his platform to tell the world, I'm not going to participate in this. This is wrong.
Yes.
And they took away his livelihood. And when he came back, he was a hero in a completely different way.
Yes.
And when he fought Leon Spinks and he beat Leon Spinks, everybody was like, oh my God. Everyone was so happy. Like the world was better.
You felt it. It's one thing if you stand up, but it's another thing. I stand up and the willingness to know I'm going to lose it all. I can lose it all.
Yeah.
And he did.
When did you meet Muhammad Ali?
When I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
In New Zealand. I told you my dad was sparring with him. So here's a picture of me sitting on his lap. Look at that.
Wow.
Isn't that cool, man? When I started rock, I started calling myself the people's champion just to piss people off. Like, I'm your champion. I'm the people's champion. And the rock is the people's champion. Blah, blah, blah. And Ali's family came to watch. And his wife was there. Family was a big group. Afterwards, They were waiting to say hello. So when I come back, I say hello to the family, his wife, and I say, hey, I just want you to know, if you could let Muhammad know, I call myself the people's champion in a way to pay homage to him out of respect. And dude, she said, he told me to tell you it's yours. That was one message he told me to tell you tonight. I was like, well, I got emotional. It was just incredible.
The Ali that fought Cleveland, Big Cat Williams, that Ali's one of the greatest of all time. He hit him with these welterweight combinations.
Oh, his
bing,
head.
bing, bing, bing.
I never saw anyone throw combinations at a heavyweight like that.
Williams was a scary dude, too. He was a big puncher, and Ali was just light on his feet, dancing in front
jabbing
of him.
to the body. No one does that anymore.
Yeah, and Williams just kept pressing forward. Well, Williams was a big puncher, man.
Yeah, he could crack.
Ali was so loose in front of him. I mean, look at that. Jab to the body, hook to the head.
This is art. This is art right here.
It's art,
man.
because there was never a heavyweight that moved like this. People have to realize this just didn't exist, man, and rarely does exist. But then when they made him take 3 years off, Ali really didn't train for those 3 years.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. So when he came back against Jerry Quarry, all those years later, he was like soft. He didn't look the same. So he didn't spend those 3 years lifting weights and running hills and fitting the heavy bag. He wasn't doing anything. I mean, he's probably just fighting to keep from getting locked up in jail. If you look at his body, look at it. He's all smooth and there's no muscles.
Yeah.
Look at him. He looks like I mean, he doesn't look anything like he used to look. I mean, he's bouncing around a little bit in the beginning, but if you look at Ali here, I mean, he still looks good, but it's just not the same Ali.
No.
Just not the same guy. His body doesn't look the same. He's smooth. I mean, granted, he's had 3 years off. And I've always said, if you want to look at Ali in his prime, he was fighting this guy, Cleveland Williams. Muhammad Ali box this guy's face off. But the movement, the side to side, it was there was no heavyweights that ever moved like that. No one. I mean, he literally moved faster and lighter on his feet than most welterweights. And he was fighting at 200 plus pounds. I mean, I don't know what he weighed in his prime. It's probably like 220 or something like that. Look at this. The legs, pap, 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 and then out of there. I mean, he was barely getting hit back then, man. He was so quick. And he just redefined what it meant to be a professional boxer. He introduced a whole new way of doing it. And now, there's a lot of MMA fighters that use this style now. Look at this. Ding, ding. Oh, wow. Son. He stands over him with his hands up. I thought about him a lot when I was having headaches from these sparring sessions, because he was already deteriorating by then. Getting hit in the head has no consequences. When, towards the end of his life, it was very hard to watch.
Sure.
Yeah, he wasn't talking that much, but he was very present.
And he was our hero, and now you're watching the worst cliched ending to a great career.
A beautiful career.
Which is a great boxer just getting beat up by the up-and-coming guys.
Yes.
It was sad. Really. It really ruined Larry Holmes' career, because people hated Larry after that. And Larry was one of the greatest of all time.
Tyson was watching that fight. Remember that? And Tyson watched that, and he knocked out his hero. He beat his hero. And Tyson already made that promise. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to...
There's a famous moment where Ali comes up to Tyson before he fights Larry, and he says, "Get this for me." Here it is. He comes up to him and says, "Look at this. Get this for me."
Wow, look at that. Look at the nod.
Boom. And here's the right hand that comes here. Boom, and then the second one.
That was
Boom. That was it. He was just so smart at psychological warfare. There'd never been anybody like him psychologically. He would, say things that were funny. He would say poetry.
I don't like fighters who talk too much.
The man to beat me haven't been born yet.
All people watching this interview, I'm seriously trying to get Joe Frazier and George Foreman in one night and to go down as the greatest fight of all time. Some of them still have doubt and making excuses. I want to whip both of these men in one night, and I'll have a record that nobody can touch.
Done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. Man, dude, bad.
And on top of that, he could fight his ass off. And he was a heavyweight that moved around like a middleweight.
Unbelievable.